Hit him with the hey guys. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube video. In this one, we're going to go over some tips to make you good at Rainbow Six Siege Extraction. I'm thoroughly enjoying this game. 2 thumbs up for a sweet addition to Xbox Game Pass. Let's get right down to business. Your HP is much like real life. If you get hurt, that shit's not coming back, bro. You need to watch your health pool and treat it like the little baby that can't support the weight of its own head with its little flimsy neck flailing around everywhere. Your health is so insanely valuable. While you are playing, you definitely have the opportunity to look around for medkits, but this game treats medkits and the health you get from them as overhealth that continuously chips away, regardless of if you are taking damage or not. So it is in fact a very temporary solution. If you get down to 5 health and you see a medkit, first of all, you should absolutely take it to get a very nice temporary health buff. But you should also consider make your way out of the map and trying again, maybe take the mulligan. When you're that low on critical health, you're at like 5, 10 HP, it's really inadvisable to keep progressing, especially if you're pretty new to the game, don't know the maps very well, and you haven't unlocked some of the sweet scan tech gear that comes later on in the progression tree. Something else I picked up that is pretty useful is the ability to see what equipment is left on the map. If you go to your square button or your select button or whatever PlayStation or computer uses, you go to look at the map, the bottom left corner there, you can see an itemized list of what is left on the map for you to pilfer. This is super helpful if you are hurt and you're looking for heals and you're like, where the fuck are the heals, bro? This is ridiculous. Press that square button and look at the non-existent heals on the map. Sometimes I've noticed after looking at this frequently that some areas just have no heals. Sometimes they'll have 3 or 4. I don't know. It's wild. There's variance in this. But either way, make sure you know what is left on the map so you don't waste your time hunting down medkits when there aren't any left to pilfer. With this knowledge about how important your health is, I would highly advise to let your friends take point. Shh, don't tell them to watch this video, but make sure if you feel if you feel not very confident about the map, just tell your friend you're the man, you're the hero, you're the legend. Get up there and check it out. I'll be back here to support you. Watch their health dissipate and you can clean up the dirty kills after they go down and you can try to save their lives and then make yourself look like even more of a hero than you already know you are. And that leads me to what happens when you die. Just like in real life, when you die, you turn into a gigantic Cheeto and your friends need to take your dead, rotting corpse to the extraction area, put you into bed so that you can come back magically with half of your health after the mission is over. If unfortunately you die and your whole team dies and you guys are just sitting there scratching your head, figuring out which one of you is at fault for your horrible team wipe, probably blame the person with the least amount of damage. That's what I always do. Shout out Tastic. What's up, buddy? When you die, you do lose account overall progression, and you can get that progression back by getting the operator out of his dead area in a mission objective by following these steps. Repeat the same mission location, so if you died on Tenderloin in San Francisco, replay that map, probably on a lower difficulty just to be safe, and one of the objectives is going to be MIA, Missing in Action. You will have the opportunity to rescue your dead guy, bring him back to life. They will come back if you do this successfully. You got to play a little mini game where you suck out your friend from the the living tree that's trying to take him back in. You need to shoot the pods and delete them. If they close, make sure to shoot the little lines that have throwing and moving bright flashes of light that are coming to the tree. After you do this enough times, all of the bases to the tree should be dead, and you can get your friend out of there, put him in that bed we mentioned earlier, and exfil the hell out of there. They will come back with a greatly damaged amount of health. That's okay, at least they're back, and you regain the progression you lose for your overall account when you die. XP is rewarded for 3 main categories after a mission: stealth, tactics, and hit points. Hit points is very straightforward. If you lose a lot of health, you're not getting a big bonus. Stealth, if you do a lot of stealthy stuff like silent takedowns, you're getting more XP. And tactics, to be honest, I actually am not 100% sure, but I think it's just brute force kills, contributing to mission objectives and the like. And then after all of those things are calculated, you get a bonus for each objective you completed within the incursion, and also a huge meaty chunk of XP if you successfully manage to exfil. Your operator's health is going to roll over after the mission, so if you finished it with 10 health and you come back, that guy's going to have 10 health and you won't be able to play them again. The way they heal up is by getting huge XP in your following missions. Everything you do is going to give you XP in a mission. All of that XP is going to apply to how much health is provided to your operators after the mission. I only mention this because it is important to note you don't have that healing applied to the character you just used. So if you use Alibi, they finish the mission with 10 health, but you got 500,000 XP. All of your operators are going to be 100% fully healed after that mission, except for Alibi, who will still have the same amount of HP left as they had when they finished the mission. Another tip that's incredibly helpful is you really should be paying attention to the studies. You can find the studies for each map area. After selecting play, check them out. You're going to look at New York, scroll down studies. These things are massive XP buffs. These are huge, meaty chunks of XP just ripe for the taking. They contribute to your account progression to level your main account up so you can get to the sweet higher tech gear faster. Also along the while unlocking some pretty cool skins. The customization in this game I think is pretty sweet. If you want to open up your wallet, there are some slappers in the store for real money, but I'm not endorsing being a whale. If you want to do it, do it. If not, great. You can get some sweet skins for free. In this game, there is a tech tree which you can keep progressing through in order to unlock newer and doper and harder and better and thicker and longer equipment. I would personally recommend for the noob, casual, amateur who's just picking up this game, pick up body armor as soon as humanly possible. When this game is new to you, you have no idea what you're doing, you are going to get hit, you are going to take damage, and it's going to suck, and it's painful, and it hurts, and your character is going to wither and die, and you're going to cry, and then I'm going to fry, and then we're going to play High-Ally. Pick the body armor. It provides a 20% damage reduction. As you play more and you get more comfortable, you can start to shed that body armor and feel not so worried about taking damage because you kind of understand how things are going. In Extraction, there is a handy dandy tool that is given to you right when the game starts. It is your sweet, dope, super cool UV flashlight. In this game, you are next to a wall, you point your gun up next to a wall, and you can see through wall. It's very convenient, especially if there's an enemy on the other side of the wall. You see them, you can pat through the wall with your suppressed gun, and nobody is the wiser. You've killed an enemy. Keep going with your mission. Suppressors are in fact amazing because they make it so that the enemies have no idea where you're shooting from. They don't know what's happening, especially if you hit a crispy clean headshot in a one-shot kill situation. It's very rewarding. It's very comfortable using suppressors, but I would recommend to actually only take one suppressor and one loud gun. This is because suppressors give a huge nerf to damage. It's roughly 40% damage reduction when you use a suppressor. What I like to do, and this is just my preference, but I like to take my main gun, let's say the MP7, and I don't put a suppressor on there. I'll put the nice barrel stabilizer or recoil reduction on there, whatever it's called, because that'll give me buffed damage. It'll also make my gun easier to handle. And in situations where I'm trying to be super sneaky, then I will use my suppressed pistol, which is, obviously not great damage, but it's very efficient and quiet. In this game, you are hard detected and risk the enemies howling to let everybody else know where you are with line of sight. When you shoot an unsuppressed gun, they're not going to all be like, oh my god, bros, he's over there, let's go get him. Ah. No, you shoot an unsuppressed gun, they're going to hear and they're going to probably come investigate, but it won't make them howl. It won't definitely let them know that somebody is over there, sound the alarm, but it will make them come to you, and it might make the situation a bit more spicy. I cannot recommend enough not having two suppressed guns, especially when you have later on in the game situations which bring in huge scary enemies that are terrifying and require a lot of bullets to take them down, especially if your aim is lackluster. It is important to mention just how brutally annoying the frickin' little blindy mine things are. My god, those spores are a pain in the butt. The tricks for dealing with those are to either utilize recon in the form of the drone that you get when you start the game, or unlocking the mine, or the scan grenade. Those are all very helpful from the tech tree. But if you don't see them and you walk into them face first, if you don't have any friends playing with, well, that sucks. Because if you're alone, they are going to detonate. You're going to lose a little bit of health, and you will also be temporarily blind while the gas is in your face. But if you do have friends, don't worry. Just yell at them, bros, I need you to punch me square in the mouth and then in the butt. By punching, you can get those spores off of your friends incredibly easy. It's way faster than trying to shoot them off one at a time. Never has my aim felt so horrible on a controller as it does when I try to single fire one of those spores. So when in doubt, punch it out. I hope some of these tips may be helpful for you if you're considering playing this game, and if you have Game Pass on Xbox. Can't recommend it enough. You're already paying for Game Pass. You might as well get this game and not pay anything else for it. I recommend it. It's very fun. It's not for everyone. Some people who want to run and gun and just be sweaty as hell, take some Adderall as a 13-year-old and go hard going for headshots and 360 no-scopes. Probably not your game. This game requires more tacticalness more tactician, more tacticiry, and some stealth. Obviously, it makes things a little bit easier, but it is fun, especially if you enjoy the style of gameplay. 2 thumbs up for me. I plan on doing some more videos on this in the future. If you like this one, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Miss doing YouTube videos, and I'll be back. Until next time, we out.